Imagine a creature with the body of a crocodile, the legs of a chicken, and a head that looks like it was made in a nightmare. Now ask yourself, how did something like this even exist on Earth? And the real question is, why did nature let it happen? Most of us think of evolution as smooth, predictable, like a ladder climbing toward perfection. But history tells a much stranger story. Entire worlds existed where animals didn't just survive, they experimented. Nature became a mad scientist, mixing and matching traits in ways that make Jurassic Park look tame. And here's the kicker. Most of these creatures didn't last. They vanished, leaving only fossils, and with them, some of the greatest mysteries of life on Earth. Why were they so bizarre? What forces drove evolution to go completely off script? The answer lies in survival after catastrophe. Mass extinctions didn't just wipe species from existence, they reset the board. When 90% of life disappears, evolution has a blank canvas. Suddenly, being weird isn't a liability, it's an advantage. In this video, we're diving into the strangest, most mind-bending animals that roamed our planet and uncovering the incredible evolutionary secrets behind them. Let's start with the Triassic period. About 250 million years ago, the Permian extinction had just wiped out 90% of all life. That's right, 9 out of every 10 species gone. Ecosystems were empty, and surviving creatures suddenly had unlimited opportunities. One example? Dinosaurs, the reptilian acrobat. Imagine a lizard with a claw bigger than your hand, used to hook branches as it climbed, sort of like a prehistoric squirrel. But here's the twist. It also had a tail shaped like a hammer. Why? Scientists think it used it as a counterbalance while navigating trees, but some suggest it could have been a weapon. Nature was experimenting, combining traits in ways that seem alien to us today. This is what paleontologists call adaptive radiation, when a species explodes into multiple forms to fill vacant ecological niches. And after a mass extinction, the rules of survival change entirely. Think about humans in a zombie apocalypse. If society collapses, suddenly someone with survival skills, creativity, or even just flexibility thrives where before they might have been average. Nature works the same way. Next, let's talk Hyperodapodon, a strange armored herbivore with teeth like scissors. It is easy to picture a dinosaur or a lizard in your mind, but Hyperodapodon looks like someone glued a row of knives to its face. It thrived in the Triassic swamps, munching on plants that were poisonous to others. Why so weird? Because after extinction, specialization became a survival strategy. Every adaptation was a gamble. Some succeeded, some failed. And the failures are why we'll never see them alive today. But their fossils tell a story of daring evolution, creatures unafraid to defy the norms of their time. It's like trying a new recipe. Most fail, but a few become legendary. Now let's step into the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods. Most people know the big dinosaurs, T-Rex, Triceratops. But what about the obscure monsters? Therizinosaurus is a perfect example. Standing up to 33 feet tall, this herbivore had claws over 3 feet long. Yes, you could pick up a small car with those. Scientists aren't entirely sure what they were for. Defense? Display? Foraging? We just know this creature didn't care about what we thought was normal. And then there's Deinocheirus, a dinosaur with arms so enormous and awkward they made it look clumsy. Yet it thrived in lakes, eating fish, plants, and small animals. Its body design is so weird it almost seems like evolution got bored and started improvising. Why do we even care about these bizarre animals? Because they reveal a crucial truth. Evolution is unpredictable, chaotic, and relentless. Mass extinctions act like nature's reset button. They wipe out the dominant species, and the survivors become the architects of a new world. Reptiles dominated the Triassic. Mammals snuck into the shadows. Dinosaurs rose to power in the Jurassic. And each time, weirdness paid off. After the Permian extinction, the earliest dinosaurs weren't the kings yet. They were small, bipedal opportunists, living alongside giant croc-like archosaurs. But when another extinction came, the dinosaurs seized the throne. It's survival of the strangest. Sometimes the weirdest design wins. Imagine if one of these extinction events hadn't happened. Maybe we'd live in a world where Drepanosaurus still swings through trees, or Therizinosaurus roams the forests with those absurd claws. But evolution is a ruthless editor. Most species vanish, leaving fossils and imagination behind. Even today, animals continue to evolve in strange ways. Octopuses, birds, even your neighborhood insects are experimenting with new traits. Some will survive, some won't. The weirdness of life never stops, and that's why history is so fascinating. It's a record of bold experiments, some successful, some not. If you loved uncovering the bizarre creatures that once ruled the earth, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because next week we're rediving even deeper into the ocean monsters that time forgot. And while you're at it, check out our video on the most dangerous predators in history. It will blow your mind. But before you go, I have to ask, if you could bring back one extinct animal, which weird survivor would you choose? Let me know in the comments. Let's see who picks the strangest. Because here is the thing, some of these animals weren't just weird, they were dangerous beyond belief. And the more we dig, the more we realize that nature's experiments were downright terrifying. So tell me, what was the deadliest design that ever walked the earth? The answer might shock you,